Hey guys, NCAP24 here, coming back with a new formation scheme. We're going to be looking at the gun wing trio week, and we're going to go ahead and adopt our new strategy with this formation, where we're going to give you the best of the best when it comes to setups for each play in order to kind of narrow down what your focus should be on. In the past, we've given you 3 or 4 different setups for each play, and it could be a little bit mind-boggling of which is the best, which one should I go with. You know, you got 25 different setups for one formation, and it kind of leaves a lot of people lost on what is the most successful, way of going about each play. And that's what we're going to kind of go ahead and narrow it down for you, starting with this formation. And what we're going to look at is the first play called Motion Z Spot. I'm going to give you a setup that is the best, that's going to beat the most coverages here on this play. And there'll be some ones that are only going to beat one coverage, but it's too good to pass up and say, if you're playing against this coverage, this is what you want to go to type deal. But we'll get into that as we go. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Motion Z Spot, and we're going to go ahead and show you against cover 4. So we got cover 4 all queued up, guys, and what I'm going to do here is show you the 2 options that I like to go for on this play. The first thing what you want to do here is do the setup. It's got to be a left hash mark only play, so I want to make sure you understand that in order to get all of the route combinations to work. Now you can definitely use this anywhere in the field if you're only isolating a couple different routes that you want to throw to, but if you want to get this RB consistently open, you want to make sure that's a left-hand hash. So what you want to do here is you want to take this B and put him on a streak so he gets off of his auto motion. And then what you want to do there is go ahead and motion him to the left. He's going to do this tiny baby motion. He's going to stay right there. That's real important because he's going to be able to go ahead, get a clean release up the field, and drive off the safety in order to get the RB the most room possible on the right hand side against most coverages. The only other adjustment we're going to do is put the A on and out, and you're all set. So against cover 4 you get 2 options. The first one's going to be to the RB. He's my main throw. You should know it's cover 4 already because of the depth of the safeties. But the RB is going to be kind of a tight throw to the right-hand side. You want to time it, kind of pass lead it to the right-hand side, hit him on his break on the corner route, or you can go ahead and wait a little bit if you didn't have a clean, passing lane there. You're going to be able to throw it to the X as he makes his cut. So let's go ahead and take a look at it now. So what you're going to see is you're going to have this RB as your first option. You want to kind of pass lead it there, and you can see it's a nice little tight squeeze, but you're definitely going to be able to throw it there. Now, that is with a really fast receiver in the slot. If you have a lesser speed receiver, it's going to be more open. It's just it's the speed correlation between the B and the RB. The slower he runs that route, the more open he's going to be. But you can see that with Gabriel, who's a 93 speed, he's going to have that ability to still get open because of the fact that he is going to be able to break to the outside. So what you're going to do again, show here, what you want to see is once he takes that break, you want to be able to throw it right there. It's a, like I said, it's a squeeze pass, but you want to go ahead and do a possession. This play is really designed to beat cover 2 as its main threat, but I want to make sure that you see if it's cover 4, you can still attack it. Now, the second option to cover 4 would be to go ahead to this X receiver as he breaks. So what you're going to see here again is that once you have enough time, once that middle linebacker gets forced out of there, you're going to throw it over the middle, have the nice ability to turn the ball upfield and get yourself a good 15 to 20 yards on that. So that's your 2 options against cover 4. So let's go ahead and look at cover 3 now. And with cover 3, you're going to have 2 options as well. Now, this is a little bit more of a disguised look because it's a cover 3. What you want to do is just look at the high safety, and when you want to figure out if it's cover 3 or cover 2. It's not that big of a deal in this play because you still can go ahead and target the same player. So I wouldn't say, I want to teach you this quite yet. I'll do it on the next play so you kind of get a little bit idea, because on the next play we're going to show you, you're really going to want to know if it's cover 3, cover 4, cover 2 right away from the safety movement. But for this play, you really don't have to. So against cover 3, the first thing you can kind of look at is the A open. Yes, the A is open. We're going to throw it to him, and we're going to be able to get ourselves some nice yards around the corner. Okay. Now, the other option on cover 3 is also to go ahead and go to this RB receiver, and he's going to have the ability to hit the corner. A lot of times what you're going to do is basically kind of roll out a little bit, buy yourself a little bit of time. If you see that he's open there, you're going to be able to throw it right there. And against cover 3, you've got that ability to throw that corner as well because of the way that the other guy drives him off and may be able to get open. So now we're going to look at cover 2, guys. We're going to start off with the Tampa 2. And this is going to be very similar to the cover 3, same reads. What you can do is you're going to put the B over to the right, and move him in a little bit. And your first read's always going to be the A. If you're playing dink and dunk style, you're going to see that he's open. Let's get it to him, and let's get ourselves a good 8 to 10 yards. It's kind of one of those real simple reads, real simple. That's just a throw that we're going to just keep the chains moving here. But the other style would be something that we're going to go throw a little bit further down the field. If we have the protection, which looks like we're going to have it right now, you're going to see that the RB is going to be open on the sidelines for a real good yard gain against cover 2. That was the Tampa 2. If you're looking at the cover 2 sink, which is the squat 2, it's going to be the same results. Basically, you put the B on the streak. And this is kind of one of those plays that I like to go if I kind of didn't. I'm just going to dump it off here. I like to go to when I expect cover 2. It's something that I feel like it's a great cover 2 beater, especially if I got the wide side of the field. I like to go to this play. It kind of throws it in there to get an option to kind of hit that player, especially if they're doing any type of cross man. If they were the cross man, they would definitely take this Y player and hit him on the RB, and basically take this A player, put him on the X, and they'll do something like this, right? Well, with the cross manning here, you don't that player doesn't get to the RB quick enough, and you're going to have that ability to get him open. So I'll show you here kind of what I'm talking about. As he makes that cut, you're going to see here that they're not going to get to that player quick enough, and you're going to get a really good play when it comes to this, when it comes to cross manning as well. So it's one of those plays, to me, I feel is a great option against all coverages, especially to that one player, and it really gets set up because of the ability to put this B over here. So the only thing I haven't shown you yet is man coverage, and you're going to see that the man, you're going to have that easy out pattern right away, and then you should have that ability to hit the in on the left hand side as well. So let's go ahead and watch this here. You see that you have that, you got that ability to hit them pretty quickly, if that's your first main read. And the second option would be the ability to hit the X on his in and be able to kind of work that angle. We've seen in other videos how the deep in is a really nice man beater, especially even when we activate it, and you can see how we have that ability to get that quick pass and get some yards after the play, guys. So this is the Motion Z spot. I'm not going to go into any more setups. This is the best setup for you. It's going to beat your cover 2 really nicely. It's going to beat your cover 2 cross man really nicely. It's going to beat your cover 3s, your cover 4s, pretty much everything you want. It's just a matter of if you want to dink a dunk or you want to kind of go for that corner route, depending on your style. You definitely want to keep it on the left hash, guys. So I appreciate it. That's our first play of the Gunwing Trio week. We'll come with some more.